Welcome back to another Vahrenberg informational series video. And today we're out here in the shop. And if you own a tractor or implements, someday you're going to need to do some maintenance. It's just given. It don't matter what color, what brand, you're going to have to do maintenance on that tractor. And you're going to have that stubborn bolt or that stubborn nut that's rusted that you need to get loose. Or where you're going to need a penetrating oil. AGCO Parts, which is the genuine part supplier for Massey Ferguson. AGCO Corporation is the parent company of Massey Ferguson, and they have the AGCO Parts division. They offer not one, but two professional grade products, penetrating oils, to help your needs. As a dealer, we work in a wide variety of climates, from dirt, dust, rain, moisture, grease. I mean, you name it. Tractors and combines and balers and all that stuff work in some nasty environments, and we deal with a lot of nasty stuff, and it can get troublesome when we need to break something loose, like a stuck bolt or a nut. That's why we offer two different products. We have our penetrating oil, and then we have the Panther penetrating oil. What's the difference? Well, first we're going to discuss the traditional penetrating oil. This is a very lightweight product. When it comes out, it actually foams up to help penetrate, helps get in those tight, nasty places to help penetrate and break that corrosion and make it easier to remove. The other great product, one of the great features of this product, is that this product will evaporate and leave little residue. Working in electrical connections, need to clean them up. You can spray a little of the traditional penetrating oil in those connections, clean them up. The product will evaporate, leave little residue, so it's not going to attract dirt, dust, and grime and that type of stuff. This stuff will also loosen up tar, grease, that type of stuff, so you can actually clean up a little area with traditional penetrating oil. But when it gets really heavy duty and you need that something that's really powerful, I wouldn't call it powerful. I'd call both of these are very powerful products. But the thing about the Panther oil is it's a heavier weight oil. It doesn't evaporate as fast. And one of the things it has is it has a graphite residue that once the evaporant leaves, you've got graphite left. What's graphite good for? Rusty bolts. You got your nut down there, it's got thread showing. You spray a little Panther penetrating oil and it's going to leave that graphite residue. So once it breaks that corrosion loose, you can it gives it lubricant to help work its way up the thread. And that's why we offer two different products. We've actually got a demonstration set up today to show you these products in action, and why, when you're looking for penetrating oil, come check out your local AGCO parts dealer, your Massey Ferguson dealer. We'll have these products in stock to help you make maintenance easier. And that's the whole thing. Just like a Massey Ferguson helps you get your work done faster, AGCO Parts helps you get your servicing done faster, quicker, and easier. I grabbed two, these are actually blade bolts off of mower, man. You can see the rust and corrosion on them. I mean, they are nasty. You can't even get that. I can't do it by hand. And this is where your penetrating oils will come into hand. This is our traditional penetrating oil on the right. Our Panther is on the left here. We're going to spray our traditional penetrating oil, and you want to apply it to where the threads are. And if you look and see how that stuff foams up, see how this foams up here? That's going to allow that product to work its way into the rust and stuff. Our Panther penetrating oil foams up, but you can see that good black stuff. What that is graphite to allow it to help lubricate once it's done. Now we've clamped them in. We've got our regular penetrating oil on this side that we foamed up a little bit. We'll throw a little bit more on there. That's our regular AGCO Parts penetrating oil. This is the one with the Panther penetrating oil that actually foams up too, but it lubricates. And we'll show you the difference here. We're just gonna Take the excess residue off. Get us a big wrench here. There. It's busted that corrosion loose. And they're tight. And I just popped that one off. Okay, we got to clamp back in there. Hopefully we got enough this time. Yeah. Now it's getting a little looser. And these are a little difficult because they are a lock nut. But it takes a lot more work on a rusty bolt to get that thing loose because you're fighting that stuff. But you can see we got wet all the way down into where the threads were. It's wet on the inside. That means that penetrating oil foamed up, penetrated down into those threads to help break that loose. Now, one thing is where the traditional penetrating oil is going to shine is if you didn't want residue there. Say a dirt engaging implement. You want this stuff to be able to evaporate without cleaning up. Next, we're going to take this is the Panther Penetrating Oil. And look at that. That sucker, I can do it by hand. It's that extra graphite that made it easier. Once I got the lock nut portion done, came off, you can see the stuff where it penetrated. You can see that black residue in there. And you can see the black here. That's your Panther Penetrating Oil. We'll just switch nuts even. Look at how much easier that is to put on. That graphite's lubricating that nut. And I just did it all by hand. This is going to have graphite too, but it makes it so much easier. I had to actually use a big pipe wrench to do that, and I am able to do that by hand now because of the lubricants that are in these professional grade products. There's one other test I want to try here. One of the differences in the product is this is a lighter product. It's going to run more. This is a thicker product that's going to retain more. If you're having to spray up underneath a machine, this is going to run off easier. This is going to retain a little easier. We're just going to take this white permethrin box because it's going to show the residue. This side we're going to have the penetrating oil, just regular penetrating oil. You see how it ran down the box. That stuff doesn't run as much. The difference. That ran, this foaming stayed behind, and you can notice it's got a little more black coloration behind, and that's that graphite in it versus the oily residue. So if you need a place that you don't want it to run, that's another place for the Panther Penetrating Oil, is this side doesn't run as much as the regular penetrating oil. This is going to be good if you got really stubborn stuff and you really need to get in there and get a lot of volume in there to penetrate. This is going to foam up, it's going to penetrate, it's going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to give you a product that's going to retain, so it'll help break that item loose. Helps you learn a little bit more about the unique professional grade products from AGCO parts to help in maintaining your equipment and maybe somebody else's equipment. Check it out. Pick you up a can of regular penetrating oil and a can of Panther penetrating oil, and they're going to help make your life easier maintaining your equipment and those stubborn bolts and nuts. And they've got a unique place in both sides. We use both products in our shop. These are actually cans I grabbed off of one of our mechanics toolboxes to show you this demonstration. We've got them in stock at Vahrenberg Implement. If you're in West Central Missouri, we would love for you to come visit us in Higginsville, Missouri. We're just 49 miles east of Kansas City, just 4 miles north of Interstate 70 on 13 Highway at the first stoplight in Higginsville, Missouri. Get to your AGCO, your Massey Ferguson dealer, and get you some AGCO parts, Penetrating Oil and Panther Penetrating Oil. Thank you, and I hope you learn a little bit more how to make your life easier, simpler, and better, where you can get more done faster and enjoy more in life like your family and friends. Thank you, and tune in next time.